Alright everyone, Cowboy Trades here, welcome back to the channel for a super quick update on Solana. So following our warning last week, 5 days ago, Solana is heading right down to our price target in the immediate short term, down here at $15. We're going to talk about everything going on in the lower time frames, the next price target, and also revising where to keep your eyes on in the macro picture. So let's start off on the lower time frames. If we look at the daily, we highlighted this in our last video. We talked about the fact that the trend was looking like it was getting ready to pivot, and Solana was going to come right down to this 618 Fibonacci level right down here at $15.20, and we've really started to zoom to the downside since this most recent video. Now if we zoom in over on the daily time frame, boom, boom, move this back up, you can see that we have absolutely huge volume stepping in right now. Lots and lots of sellers are coming into the market. 23 million Solana has been sold over on Bybit, probably getting leverage traded, but at this moment in time it is looking pretty dire for Solana. So in the immediate short term, of course, we do have this $15.20 region. We also do have, coming over to the higher time frames, we will revise the lower time frames in just 1 second. I just kind of want to show you why we may lollygag at this $15 region before coming down to our next price target on the daily. But you can see on the higher time frames there is a huge cluster of liquidity at this range right over here. Now let me drag the volume profiles out a little bit more so we're incorporating the data that we're currently trading in right now. But you can see this is basically unchanged, $15 down to $13.30. There is a huge amount of liquidity in this market, and what gets scary is that after you lose this $13.30 region, there is literally tapering volume all the way down until about $4.50, which is a huge area of liquidity for the market. So is that a price target in the higher time frames? We'll discuss that in a second. But as you can see, this 618 Fibonacci coming into contact with that huge VPVR level is definitely a reason why we may lollygag at this level for a bit. And you can also see the 786 Fibonacci is coming in at $12, so just a little bit lower than this volume profile. So really, these are your last lines in the sand for Solana. Your 786 Fibonacci, if you take out $12, which I do think we are, in fact, since we made a video a week ago telling you that we were going to drop 27% down from this M pattern down to the 618 Fibonacci level, you can see that we are absolutely zooming to the downside. Now let's actually look at this M pattern price target. So you can see this is pretty much coming into beautiful confluence with both the 618 Fibonacci and this volume profile. So really $15 and $14.40 is the next price target that you do want to keep your eyes on. I'm personally still targeting this 618 Fibonacci level at $11.50. Now it is possible that we do have a small bounce from round about this area because we've got lots of selling volume coming in right now. We do also have an FOMC meeting about 12 days away. We normally break down into these and then pump into them for the last few days before continuing to break down. You can also see the oscillators are quite beat down on the lower time frame for Solana. So I kind of see us coming down to $15, maybe $14, maybe $13, around these regions before having a bounce and heading back down to the downside. You can also see on the daily, the EMA ribbons are getting ready to cross bearish. So we may, after these cross bearish, have a bounce back up, retest them as resistance and start to head down. But as we said, $15, that is the price target to keep your eyes on. We do also have another price target down here, and this is actually literally right on the bear market lows for Solana. $7.84. Bear market lows were right down here at $7.50. So what this price target is if we look at this huge rally to the upside, we have a spiky top, and now we're starting to get bearish engulfing candles dragging us back down, just like we had bullish engulfing candles over here. This is a Bart pattern with a price target down at $7.80. So if we really start losing the $13 levels that we just mentioned in correlation to the 786, we're going to drop about another 55% to the downside. Now, in the higher time frames, not a lot has changed, and I've made quite a lot of extensive, TA videos on Solana for the past 2 weeks or so. So I really just want to make this video kind of focus on the lower time frames. In the higher time frames, of course, $15. This is probably a bounce region before heading back down. We're getting rejected from The weekly EMA ribbons, we're getting rejected from the bull market support bands. On the weekly time frame, we are turning bearish on the Heikonashis, and you can see previous downtrends in red over on the Heikonashis, which have literally almost always carried us down to new lows. This is not a good sign that we're seeing right now in Solana, and in fact we've just had the first bearish engulfing candle on the Heikonashis, letting us know that this move is really just getting ready. Bearish engulfing candle on the regular weekly as well, and on the weekly you can definitely see this Bart pattern will probably be taking us down to new lows, or at least backtesting these previous lows. Now, after we do break down to the downside of there, before I actually give you that price target, I mean, you can see it on the chart anyway. We've talked about this Elliott wave theory, this WXY triple free structure, which is a subset of ABC moves. You have a regular ABC zigzag for wave W. You have a regular ABC zigzag for wave Y, and in the middle you have something called an any free. So this was just your ABC here. So in general we have an ABC forming wave W, we've got an ABC forming wave X, we've just broke down to wave A during that most recent bear market low, we've just pumped up to, you know, all of these resistance areas that we just talked about forming wave B, and now we're starting to head down to wave Y. And why do you think I have my price target down here at $4.50, completing wave Y? Well, we're coming back over to this chart again. This is a huge area of volume for the market. So like I said, there's really not too much to update. Higher time frames as well. Weekly stochastic RSI is crossing bearish, letting us know that the downtrend is just starting. MFI is at 71 with lots of room to move to the downside. The squeeze momentum indicator is still in green, meaning that bears have actually in the higher time frames not taken control yet, and this bearish trend is literally just starting. Other charts as well, Sol BTC, we've just got rejected from this double 786 Fibonacci with about another brutal move to complete down here. About another 55% drop for Solana to drop against Bitcoin, Solana against Ethereum. You know, if we draw, I think if we draw a Fibonacci on this, the price target will be absolutely devastating. But nonetheless, okay, this could not be too bad, to be honest. A 64% drop against Ethereum, considering, you know, a lot of the oscillators. I removed most of these before I recorded the video, but the oscillators are still quite overextended after this most recent bounce. So all in all, Solana against the US dollar, we're heading down to $15. I think we'll have a bounce between $15 to $13, and after that bounce is complete, I think we're going to very, very quickly start building up momentum. According to the weekly time frame oscillators telling us we're going to start this next macro move back down to the $5/$4.50 price target I've been talking about on this channel for a very, very long time. So for today, my friends, that is all I've got. Just wanted to get a quick update out, at least quick in terms of the video sizes that you're normally used to if you do watch the channel. Like I said, if you've been watching my videos for the past few months, we've been looking at on-chain metrics. We've been really diving into this higher time frame Elliott wave theory. We've been looking at many, many different charts, higher time frame macro that we just flew through today, because I really just wanted to give you a quick update, letting you know that this downtrend is just getting started for Solana. So for today, my friends, that's all I've got. As always, if you do enjoy my content, let me know down below by leaving a like and a comment, share the videos with your friends. And if you want more of my post charts, memes, and economic data, feel free to come and follow me over on Twitter at 618_cowboy. For today, that's all I've got. It's been your boy Cowboy Trades. I'm out. Peace.